Hey, good morning everybody. This is our first morning and we all had a good night. Just the darn mosquitoes. Pretty bad up here right now. That's the only thing from having it be just an awesome camp trip, but we knew we'd have to deal with mosquitoes. But one of the nice things about this boondock spot is nobody has come in here. We kind of have this entire area, this whole open area to ourselves, and then we got these thick forest back in here, which is kind of cool. Took a little walk back here with the dog. Thing about boondocking up here on the Grand Mesa, and I just learned this, I've lived here most of my life, but you can boondock for 14 days and then you have to move, of course, but you can boondock on the Grand Mesa for a total of 28 days, and you only have to move 3 miles away. So you could stay up here almost a month and only have to be in two separate spots. So that's pretty cool. I think it is. And man, if they didn't have the mosquito problem, it'd be perfect. The temperature last night, I don't know exactly what it got down to, but downtown it was getting down to about 75 at night, maybe 71 or 75 in that ballpark. And I didn't check the thermometer in the truck. That's about the only thermometer I have that I can really get an accurate reading, but I think it got down into the probably mid 60s last night, and slept like a baby. It was a good night. Quiet. Nobody came through and gave us any troubles. Ruger, get away from that. Whoever was here before us, as usual, just left all kinds of trash. So we're kind of trying to clean that up. Not that I want to, but we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it better than it was when we got here, for the next slob to come through and totally make a mess and destroy it. We didn't get visited by any bears that we know of. We're sitting in the camper playing dominoes, and after the sun went down again, because the mosquitoes were kind of bad, and we hear this noise. All three of us heard this noise. We're like, what is that? Starting to freak each other out. It was outside the camper. We don't know what it was. We think it might have been an owl. It didn't sound like a bear or anything like that, but kind of had a hoot sound to it. So we're guessing it was an owl. We don't know. We never did see anything. But we have I'll show you here in a minute. We have our porta potty tent set up 10 feet out the back of the camper. And nobody wanted to go out and use the toilet. We were thinking we were going to get mauled by some unknown creature. Maybe it was a Sasquatch. I don't know. Anyway, it was a good time. We finally got up the nerve to go outside and do what we had to do, and it was uneventful. There was no problem. But you know how it is when it's dark in the woods. You hear a sound and everybody starts to freak each other out, and the more of you there are, the more you start feeding off of each other. But looks like Dana took her puppy dog for a walk, old Spanky there. It's a fantastic day. Clear blue skies. Sun's shining. We're going to try to stay another day and another night if we can tolerate the mosquitoes, and then we'll probably head out of here tomorrow and go back to the hot valley down below. So enjoy it while we can. Hope you're all doing well out there. And I was going to show you the porta potty tent. You've probably seen one before, but it works out pretty nice for us. I don't even have any water in the camper. We're just using jugs of water and that type of thing. It's actually still winterized. I'm just too lazy to unwinterize it and then have to deal with the dump site. So we have a I forget what you call the darn thing. Oh, a sawdust compost toilet. Just the sawdust and bucket in the tent there, and that's perfect because we'll use it, and it doesn't smell. Same thing that we used in the van. Wrap up the bag, throw it in a dumpster when we get in town or at the Walmart or something, or at the gas station, and never have to deal with a dump station. Depends on how much you use it, I guess, but we'll do a night or two and then we'll toss the bag. And you don't use any water to use the bathroom, so that's kind of nice. Good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Spankos. Say hi to YouTube, bud. He doesn't care about YouTube. There's Rugadoo. Rugadoo. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Hope you're all doing well. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys the tree's still there. It didn't fall last night. But man, it's a huge tree, and it's on that's at least a 10-degree lean. Just my guess. That's a pretty good lean on that thing. There is a lot of weight at the top of that tree pulling on those roots and that stump. It'll fall someday. Just hope it doesn't fall while we're here, but we're out of the way of it. That's scary. Wow. It's pretty, but it's scary. So here we are, night 2, evening number 2. Campfire going. We're still here. We stay here for the day, and it wasn't too bad. We stayed inside the camper and played dominoes. Mosquitoes have subsided for the moment. Getting the charcoal going. We're going to have hamburgers tonight. Quick and easy hamburgers. And got the fire going to help knock some of the mosquitoes back. We just got a visit about 30 minutes ago. A U.S. Forest Service truck pulled into the campground area here. There was a couple of lady rangers. I think they just wanted to say hi to me, but they were just kind of touching base there. I guess they said they were part of the Boondock Forestry Service Department or something, so they're just kind of out surveying the boondocking sites that are actually in place and studying where people are boondocking, how well the sites are being kept up by the people that are using them, and that sort of thing. So that was kind of cool to see. And they were wanting to hand us a bunch of flyers and stuff like that for boondocking, and they call it dispersed camping, but we call it boondocking. Same thing. I told them that I had already picked up all the paperwork at the office, and they were kind of surprised about that. They said that's rare. They wished everybody would do that. So, hey, +1 for me, I guess, for doing my homework. But it only took 5 minutes to gather the information. I don't know why people don't do it, but she said that most people don't. Lots of traffic through here. There's a couple of lakes down this road that are pretty popular lakes. And this is one of the main roads to get down to it. That's one of the bummers about some of these boondocking sites. They're all on the main drag, so you got traffic. And as one Tillman says, the aliens are out hot and heavy. Lots of alien travel vehicles. I think he calls ATVs alien travel vehicles. Lots of that up here, but it is the weekend. We tried to get up here during the week last week, but I was just so busy trying to catch up with old friends and family, and not old family, but old friends and family that live in town down there, and It's just how it worked out. When you pop into town, you're trying to meet up with people that you know. You know, you're stepping into their lives, and they have things going on, so that's how it goes. Anyway, guys, just watching that charcoal get going. Hopefully it gets going here in a minute, and we'll have some burgers and relax by the campfire a little bit, maybe even some more dominoes this evening. Pretty simple life, but you gotta admit it's pretty hard to beat. It's beautiful out here. It sprinkled rain on us just a couple times, but nothing to speak of. It'd be nice, I guess, kind of cool things down, but then the humidity would crank up and feel like Iowa again. So hope you're all doing well out there. We'll catch you guys on the next one.